First theorem of isomorphism. So what is the statement of the first theorem of isomorphism? So remember the statement of the first theorem of isomorphism. Let f from G to G dash, G is group and G dash is group, is a homomorphism and onto mapping, and H is a kernel of F, and K dash is any normal subgroup of group G dash of right hand side, and K, which is F inverse K dash, then K is a normal subgroup of group G containing H, and G by K is isomorphic to G dash by K dash. Now first understand the statement of the first theorem of isomorphism. So what is the statement of this theorem? So what is given part? Now this is some G group and this is some G dash group. So they are group under multiplications, and F is some map from G to G dash, and this map is homomorphism and onto. So this is a homomorphism and onto. And what is H? So which is a kernel of F. So what is H, which is a kernel of F? So what is kernel of F? This is a set of all element of G such that f of x equal to E dash. So this is a H set. So I write here this is a H, so which is a kernel of F. Now K dash, this is suppose K dash. So what is K dash? K dash is a normal subgroup of G dash. This K dash, which is a normal subgroup of G dash. Then its inverse image, so first part is its inverse image is a normal subgroup of G, number one. Number two, it containing H. So it containing H, number one, F inverse K dash, so that is written as K, so which is again normal subgroup of group G, and which containing H, so it containing the H, this is normal subgroup, first step. Second step, it containing H, and third step, G by K isomorphism to G dash by K dash. So these are the three steps to prove the first theorem of isomorphism. Now I will start the proof of the theorem. Now first let what is given, F mapping from G to G dash, this is a onto and homomorphism. So this mapping is onto and homomorphism. So this is my first step. Now to prove, now I will apply the fundamental theorem of homomorphism. So what is the fundamental theorem of homomorphism? If any mapping F from G to G dash is a homomorphism, right, then G dash is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. So this is a fundamental of theorem of homomorphism. Now if I take, now here I have two set G dash by K dash. So if I take phi mapping which is from G to G by G dash by K dash, this is mapping. If I prove this is a homomorphism and onto, then it implies G dash by K dash is isomorphic to G by kernel of phi, this value. If I prove kernel of phi which is equal to K, then I prove my result. So I will prove this result by using the fundamental theorem of homomorphism. So I define a natural homomorphism. Natural homomorphism in phi. So this is from G to G dash by K dash. Why I can take this set, this group? Because K dash is a normal subgroup of G dash, so this quotient group exists. So this is defined by phi of x, या phi of A, so which is equal to K dash. Now here I required an element of G dash. So if A is element of G, then its image means f of A, which is an element of G dash. So from here see that if A is element of G, then its image is element of G dash. So this can be written as K into FA for every A belongs to G. So in this way I define this mapping phi G from G dash to K dash. Now to apply fundamental theorem of homomorphism, my aim is to prove that it is a homomorphism and onto. So first step, homomorphism, let A and B, this is element belongs to G, it implies. Now phi of AB, this can be written as K dash f of AB. So what is given? F is a homomorphism. So since F is a homomorphism, so this can be written as K dash f of A, this is treated as one element, f of B, this is treated as second element. So this is one element, this is a second element. Now applying the definition of coset, K dash f of A into K dash f of B. So what it become? It become phi of A. So what it become? It becomes phi of B. So this is a phi of A into phi of B. So this is for every A, B belongs to G. So this mapping phi, which is a homomorphism. So I prove the first result, that is this mapping phi, which is a homomorphism. Now second step, homomorphism. So second step is to prove that it is a onto. Now from this, if I take, this is one element from K dash into G dash. So what are the element of K dash into G dash? So element of K dash, to prove this mapping, is onto. So to prove phi mapping from G to G dash by K dash is onto. So to prove it is a onto. So I take, let from one element from this side. So what is one element from this side? So this is K dash B, which is belongs to G by K, where B belongs to K dash, V belongs to G dash, this values. Now what is this mapping? Since B belongs to G dash and F from G to G dash is onto mapping. It is also homomorphism. So it is onto. So it implies there exists A belongs to G such that B is equal to f of A, this values. Now here I write this is K dash into B. So what is the value of B? The value of B is FA. So what is the value of this function? So this is equal to phi of A. So what we get? We get every element from right hand side has a pre-image. Then it implies this phi mapping from G to G dash over K dash. So this is a onto. So as well as it is a homomorphism. So it satisfies all the condition of fundamental theorem of homomorphism. Then by fundamental, so just fundamental theorem of homomorphism, by fundamental theorem of homomorphism. So G dash by K dash, which is isomorphic to G by kernel of phi. So this is isomorphic to G by kernel of phi. Now we know that kernel of phi is a normal subgroup of G. So our claim in first step, kernel of phi and K are equal. So what is K? K is equal to F inverse K dash. So what is this set? This set is all x belongs to G such that f of x belongs to K. So that is my point. So that I want to prove that first, and second, H is contained in kernel of phi, or H is contained in K. So there are two parts of this. So first I prove that kernel of phi is equal to K. Now if I take some element from kernel of phi, so I take some element A belongs to kernel of phi, right? It implies phi of A, which is identity of right hand side group. So what is that group? Phi from G to G dash by K dash. So what is its identity? Its identity is K dash. Now it implies substitute the value of phi A. So what is that value? K dash f of A, which is equal to K dash. If we multiply this equal to this, so it implies f of A, which belongs to K dash, right? So if f of A belongs to K dash, this value, then it means if f of A belongs to K dash, it means this x belongs to K. So it implies this A belongs to K. So that is my part. Now again, this value, if we reverse this part, if A belongs to K, it implies FA belongs to K dash, it implies it satisfies this condition, it implies f of phi of A equal to K dash, it implies A equal to kernel of phi. So in the reverse process, it satisfy the same condition. If it satisfy the same condition, so what we get? We get kernel of phi which is equal to k. So what is that? That is a phi f inverse k dash. So remember, it is a f inverse k dash. Now since kernel phi is a normal subgroup, then k is also normal subgroup. So clearly k is also normal subgroup of group G. So normal subgroup of group G. So clearly, since kernel of phi is a normal subgroup, so this is equal to k, so it is also a normal subgroup of group G. Now last part कि kernel f या k, kernel phi या k, it contains h. So what is h? H is kernel of f. So what is h? H is kernel of f. So h is a part of this k. Yeah, h is part of kernel of phi. So to prove this part, now I take a some element x which belongs to h. So what is h? H is equal to kernel of f. So what is f? F is from G to G dash, which is a onto mapping, homomorphism mapping. Now this value, if x belongs to h, then by definition of kernel of f, f of x, which is equal to identity of right hand side, so which is e dash. Now since k dash is a normal subgroup and it has identity e dash, so it implies e dash is also belongs to k dash. If e dash belongs to this, so it implies f of x belongs to k dash. It implies x belongs to f inverse k dash. So what is f inverse k dash? Which is equal to k. So it implies x belongs to k. So it means this x is taking from h and it is a part of k. Then every element of h is a part of k. So it implies h is subset of k. So which is the first theorem of isomorphism. So in this way we can prove that the first theorem of isomorphism.